Spade, how do you feel pre-season training has gone this summer?
I'm quite happy with how it's gone, and so are the coaches. So we're satisfied. But until you play a game of rugby, you never know whether that pre-season plan is good.
Yeah.
The conditioning-wise, the skill level, the things we put in place, we're satisfied with. But I won't make any calls probably till next April on whether it worked or not.
Speaking of games, we're facing Newton Abbott this weekend. What are you expecting to see from the players up there?
It's going to be tricky because we've got two teams out the weekend, so we've got a mixture of players in. We're using some of our youngsters with our experienced players. Commitment, effort, first two things, that we give everything we can. It'd be ideal to look at our fitness levels to see where we're at, bearing in mind we haven't planned the season to start now, we're planning it 1st of September. So this is a process, and to see how they fit with our new patterns of play that we've got. So if we can get satisfaction out of where we are fitness-wise, where we are pattern-wise and skill-wise, then we can have a look at after the game, see where we're at.
The following weekend sees our season launch party with Lewis and Moody on hand to unveil the new kit. But for most of the fans, it will also be an unveiling of this year's playing squad. We're taking Barnstabourne at home that day. Will there be any discernible change in playing style from last year?
I think what we decided is, and I can't speak for last year, but certainly a lot more onus on player decision making themselves, because it's okay from the sideline saying we've got to play this way, but a lot of rugby is heads up rugby, so I want them to have the freedom to make decisions, but also they've got to take the criticism when they make. But we're not giving it all. We're not saying it's all your fault, but there'll be certain things like that. There's a slight new patterns of play that we're bringing in, a couple of more moves. But generally speaking, rugby's heads up, and we just want them to be able to have that decision making to go when it's on, and if it ain't on, that they've got the confidence to put the ball away and then get organised in defence.
You've had a bit more of a feel for where the players are at physically and skill levels now. Has that had any impact on where you see this season's target as being? Come April, what's going to be job well done?
When we had our first team meeting, I haven't given them any specific position. We've gone more about performance and being consistent with good performance. And I think every supporter in the club and people will know we've got a very good team here. And if they can perform at the best levels consistently, the result should look after itself, where we'll be. So, but you could set a target of 5th and come 7th, and that 7th's really good depending on injuries and all these things that can have a big influence on the game. And that's why I can't say top 3, top 5, top 6. I play well consistently, and we'll be where we're at.
Yeah, I mean, with that in mind, we'll need to hit the ground running up at Taunton on September the 1st as our first game. How good would it be to see a good away crowd to travel up with the boys and cheer them on that game?
That'd be fantastic. It's the extra man on the pitch, isn't it? And but in line with that, we've got to give them something to want to go up for. So, and we know it's going to be a real tough opening few games, isn't it? With Launceston at home, you know, there's not an easy game, but we've got to be prepared on and off the field. And if we can turn around and see a load of Red supporters there, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that Derby game's coming pretty quick in the season as well, with that being our first home game. How important, not just Red but to the Cornish All-Blacks as well, is that fixture and success in it?
It's a marker for the season, isn't it? You perform well in that game, and it sets you up. And you can do all the pre-season you want, have all the moves you want. We know Cornish derbies. I mean, that can go out the window sometimes. It's about scrapping for that extra little bit around the field. And I think we've got the players to do that. But we all know the All Blacks players as well. It's going to be nip and tuck, isn't it? So there'll be a couple of sleepless nights leading up to that game, I should think.
We've talked about the first a lot, but there's some tasty second 15 games as well coming up, starting this Friday with Hale. How pleased are you with the strength and depth of the young talent in the squad at the moment?
We've really been impressed with all the players, but the ones coming through, and we've told them no one's got a shirt yet. And that's genuine, and I won't just say someone's picked for the sake of it. We started pre-season with 15 blank shirts, and we ain't picked a team yet, so they might not be second team players, some of them might make the grade yet, and that's why our pre-season friendlies will show what combinations work well and who's going to step up to the grade. But Redruth's based on the mini, junior, the Colts, all the way through, and we see the players coming through now. We're very fortunate to have the setup we got here. It's very good.
Okay, thanks Adrian. Looking forward to both games this weekend. Best of luck for the coming season.
Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers mate.